How's it going, Sports Wars? Fear the Beardo here, and oh my goodness, it finally comes to an end. Possibly the worst played NFL game of this 2022 season. I will go out on a limb and say this was the ugliest, worst offensively played game on both sides, both teams. The Broncos and the Colts absolutely sucked tonight on offense, and this picture of Melvin Gordon just disgustingly staring at Russell Wilson as Russell Wilson, let's remember, the Broncos signed Russell Wilson to a multi-year deal worth up to $200 million before he ever played a regular season snap for the Broncos. This was absolutely terrible. Not a single touchdown scored tonight in the entirety of this game. And this game went into overtime, ladies and gentlemen, as the Colts did beat the Broncos in overtime 12-9. Russell Wilson nearly booed after every single offensive possession that the Broncos had.
Wilson again deep downfield and too deep, intended for Jerry Jeudy. Had a step, safety was coming over to help. Fourth down, and McManus with one more try to give them the lead. You had Rodney.
Several 3-and-outs, several punts all night, and Russell Wilson with several interceptions on the night. Now, let's not get carried away here. The Colts offense played piss poor tonight as well. Matt Ryan with several interceptions himself, but the ugliest offensive played game this entire season. Not very much to say about this game because it was boring. It was ugly. It was hard to watch as Denver fans leaving the stadium when the game is tied going into overtime. The game was tied 9-9 going into overtime.
They're leaving. The Broncos fans are bailing.
They've had enough.
It's 9-9. They're like, the heck with it. I'm out.
Fans leaving the stadium, ladies and gentlemen. This game was awful. I hope you guys did not have to stick through it. I stick through it for you so that you guys can just get this recap here. But oh my goodness, I can't emphasize enough how bad this game was. We'll go ahead and take a look at a few of the stats, as little as there are, because this game was terrible. Here we have the box score, starting with the Colts. Matt Ryan, 26 for 41, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, sacked 6 times for a loss of 51 yards. Not very much better for Russell Wilson, actually worse rather, 21 for 39, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 4 sacks for a loss of 24 yards. A very piss-poor game, not even worth going through the defensive stats because there were none. This game was terrible. Russell Wilson, I would say Russell Wilson probably had a more of a piss-poor game than Matt Ryan did, throwing his 2 interceptions deep in Colts territory. One was an end zone interception to Stephon Gilmore. This was the worst played game of the NFL season so far, but next week, next Thursday night, we will have a contender, someone to compete with the worst played game. Next week, we have the Commanders and the Bears on Thursday Night Football to give this game a run for their money to be possibly the worst played game of the NFL season. I'm not going to ask if you enjoyed this game because I don't think anybody did, but if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Share this video with a friend who you think would enjoy it. Subscribe to this channel if you're new, and we'll talk to you again soon.